Hey, it's Big River Bigfoot, and we just got back from a camping trip at one of the research sites where there have been some Bigfoot sightings. We heard some sounds during the night, but there are so many bugs out there at this time of the year, it makes it harder to hear them. One of our recorders did pick up some sounds very similar to what I heard at other hotspots, so these are some possible Bigfoot sounds we got.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
I've got Eric Potts here at the conservation area where we research, and he's going to tell us the story of what he saw the Bigfoot in this parking lot. Welcome,
yeah
Eric.
we had a Bigfoot come up in the parking lot, and it was massive. I mean, it was massive. You couldn't miss it. Like a big black blob going through the parking lot, and he was just standing there watching us, having a good old time, and finally, I jumped up trying to find a spotlight and stuff, and took off across there and ran off out in the woods, and we got down there with some others into the woods and just started running its mouth, jabbering and gibbering. And the thing of it is, they've got to where they come up here with me here. They'll come out, set out in the woods, and breaking limbs and stuff like that, want me to just basically just sit and talk to them, entertain them, I guess. And I've just about got them to where they're going to come out of the woods to come out into the open. I've got them close. They're coming to the very edge, but they're just not taking that step into the road where I can see them. But they're almost there. I figure by the end of September, October, I'll have one out in plain view. And it'll be a done deal. Because that is my ultimate goal, is to have one come out and be friends. And I've just about got them there. You know, I've been coming out here all summer long, 120-degree heat index, horrible. I mean, just hot as can be. But the thing of it is, I always come at a certain astrological time with the moon, and they know that I'm going to be here, and they always show up. They're always right here waiting on me. Tonight, we're going to give it another try, see if we can't get them to come out, because it has been, because it's that time. The moon is just right for tonight. You just might go ahead and step out, which I don't know if it's a he or a her, but they are getting close to coming out. I mean, they've been coming to my house quite often, and which I live just on the same creek that this thing lives on, and they've been coming out the house, knocking on the side of the house, just making a real ruckus. I go out there next day, find prints. I mean, my poor dog just won't hardly even go outside anymore, especially at night. I don't know what else I can do about it. But we might get lucky tonight. I really haven't been talking to anybody about this, because I really don't want nobody knowing, because I know certain people would be out here to try to screw it up for me. And so now I'm just letting people know, and that I'm about to do the bomb and get this thing on clear video, not no AI crap, but get it on clear video. I'm just so close to having it. I've already got some other video of them on infrared that I have not showed anybody else. It's just a matter of time before I do. I'm just waiting until I got the hardcore proof that that's what I'm recording on. So I guess we'll just wait and find out, won't we?
Yeah, I was hoping you could tell us maybe what that Bigfoot by the red gate back there looked like when you saw it. 'Cause
8 foot tall, shoulders a good 5 feet wide, two orange glowing eyes, just staring at me.
so when you saw it, was it standing straight up, and then
It
what
was
did it do?
standing straight up, just looking right at me.
And then you said as soon as you looked away, it just took off into
Yep.
the woods.
As soon as I looked down, it took off into the woods.
And supposedly there's a cave here where they could be living.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes. And right now I'm working on getting a group of people together to go up there and see if we can't get close enough to maybe agitate them a little bit or try to get them to show themselves. If this other plan don't work out, by the time wintertime rolls around, I want to have a group of people to go up there and check on that cave, and because that's where they're at. That's where the wood knocks come from early of the morning, calling them in, everything else. And I know right where it's at. I've already found it, but it's going to happen.
Well, that black one that you saw back there by the gate was the first one you saw, wasn't it? But you also
That was the
seen
first one I saw.
you've seen some other ones out here
I've
too,
seen
haven't
one
you?
walking across the field, plain as day, and it was kind of like the Patty film. As it would swing its arms, you could see the hair hanging down off its arms and off its legs, and uh, it was black and shiny. I mean, it's like the ones around here that they're literally grooming each other. So it's, because you hear reports of some just look nasty and dirty. I said, this thing was just jet shiny black. And then I had one fishing uh, come out in front of me right after I caught a fish. Looked up, there it was, hugging a tree, and I just started cussing it and raising hell at it to leave me alone. That's not what I was out there for, but it's like every time I turn around, I've got one somewhere. I mean, I see shadows, especially out here. You'll see shadows running across the parking lot, across the road. Uh, the time that I've spent out here, especially the last several months, they've been really bad at coming up, getting close. And a lot of people ask me about it. Oh, nothing's happening. It's nice and peaceful. Got a good sleep that night. No, I don't get no sleep at all when I come out here at night.
Could you tell the story about when you got zapped by them?
That was one that came out across the parking lot. Uh, there was a blur, and I sat up all night with them because as soon as I went to ignore them, they went breaking tree limbs, and I mean big tree limbs. And they would just get mad, pissed off, and then I just got up, went over near where they were at, and just started talking to them for about 2 hours, and they were just happy as they could be. But now, after that, it's like I come out here, they'll come up the edge of the woods and be right on the edge of the camp while I'm sitting there talking to them, and they'll get right up there close, and you can see the eye shine, everything else. You can see sort of a silhouette of them there in the woods. I don't try to put a camera on them or nothing because I don't want to run them off, because my ultimate goal when I started this was to get face to face with one. Not in an angry way, but in a calm, friendly way.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to be here just at the right time, at the right place to be lucky to see one. That there's been other people who claim to have seen it out here too, right?
Oh yeah, there's other people that's come out here to see them, but of course you get a lot of people that hear things, see things, and it's you can't say whether it is or ain't. You know, I can go to my truck, get on YouTube, play some barn owl calls. The trees will light up with them. But the only problem is, uh, doing that one night, I was still in the parking lot running the radio, playing the calls and stuff, and uh, they were going real good in the woods. But the thing of it is, there was a group heading down a trail off towards the barn, and they were still doing owl calls and laughing. They just got a big kick out of it, and they were gone. Everybody else thought they were still sitting there in the woods. No, they grabbed some apples and ate a left. And that was my opinion of it, and my opinion still stands on that, because I was the only one in the parking lot to hear them go, go walking away.
I've heard that they like to eat the apples. Have you noticed them eat any other kinds of food besides fish that people leave out here?
There was a guy run off from out here because a group of campers before them had threw a bunch of fish out along the road, and I'm assuming they just figured he was the one that had been throwing the fish, and when they didn't have no fish to eat, they were mad and pissed off and ran him off. He claims there was probably around 30 of them that had him surrounded. I do not recommend feeding them. You go feeding them, they're going to expect it on a regular basis. I mean, there's a woman over in Illinois. She's feeding a family of them. I've seen photos of it. And she's invited me out to her house, but I told her I would rather go in the fall or winter, and so that I can see them for myself. But if she doesn't put some food out on a daily basis, they'll start beating on her house, everything else, and it's getting to be a real nuisance for her, and she's wanting me to help run them off. So, and I'll be doing that here in about 2 months.
That sounds cool. So, is it true people are afraid to camp by themselves out here? I know some people say they'll never do it because they know it's out here. But what do you think about that? Do you think
I don't recommend it, and I don't recommend bringing dogs, and I don't recommend small children, especially in the spring, because it seems like in the spring you'll be out here camping, you'll hear a puppy barking. Well, most chances are if a puppy's out here by itself, it's going to come to you. But no puppy ever comes to you. It's a baby squatch. And you figure if one of these mothers turn around and lose their baby during birth or through an accident or something, they may end up taking a human child. So I don't recommend bringing too small of children out, especially in the spring. But wintertime, wintertime, they really active in the winter because when it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, most of the times I've been out here was in winter. It's easier to hear the sounds without all the bugs.
Well, one of the problems that we got right now that I found is a 3-toe print. And the print is only about, 8 inches? So it's a juvenile. And I'm afraid that it's caused from inbreeding. And normally with the inbreeding, that's when you end up with a squatch that can be very violent. And so you kind of want to watch yourself. I mean, the ones that are kind of, I guess you could call them domesticated, that they're around humans a lot, they do try to keep their distance and watching. But like when you go up into like Alaska, stuff like that, they've never seen a human, you're dead.
Yeah, I've heard scary things about the ones in Alaska, but the ones around here, They haven't really done anything, have they?
No, they try to
When you've been out here?
watch you, but they try to stay away from you to a certain degree. They don't want to. I mean, basically, you're not going to see one unless they screw up or you are at the right place at the right time. And the thing of it is, the only way you're going to be at the right place at the right time is to be in these woods a lot. And it can really take a toll on you. I know I've been going at it since June of 2020, and first 2.5 years I was out here every other weekend, every holiday, everything. I mean, I had one at the back of my tent wanting to kill my dog that was in the back of my truck. My truck has a camper shell, and my dog had took off 3 o'clock in the morning, came back at 4:30, and wanted in. It was like 20 degrees out here, and so got out, put him in the back of the truck with a couple of my grandkids, and it wasn't 10 minutes. I had the most horrible smell right there behind my tent, growling. I'm sitting there doing my best to not throw up, and I was carrying carrying a Model 59 Smith and Wesson at the time, and whenever I got home after that, I bought a 44 Magnum with bear rounds, because I never thought one would come up into the camp being that mad and angry. And I know how my dog is. You get out playing with her, and what she does is she'll run past you and try to make sure you can't catch her. And I'll guarantee you that's what she was doing. She was running around them. They couldn't catch her. And finally she was getting tired out, come running back to the camp. Some people would consider that I'm tempting fate there to get somebody hurt, but I was armed. I was ready to defend family, friends, everything else that was out here. But luckily, everything went okay. And but you're going to have instances like that, because you come out here look. It's different when you come looking for them, or you just come out here camping, or going hunting, or going fishing. I mean, they like watching you. I mean, if you see one just standing out in the open, it's because it's wanting you to see it. I don't know. And I figure that's partially, say, intimidation. When I was fishing, I figured that was partially intimidation, because I had caught a fish and it was wanting my fish. But who knows? But I've got these things coming out here, coming right up on the camp. Last night, they were right up here on the camp. We were talking to them, everything else. We've got some voice recorders set out. I don't know if any of them picked any of them up, because you really just can't have stuff that close, because it's got your scent on it. It's got, still lights that shine on the stuff, and, they can really see the stuff at night.